Welcome. This is David Bowles, Human Meme. Today's topic: understanding sadness. In the past, over the ongoing life of this particular Human Meme podcast, across the life of the last 3 years or so, we have discussed happiness and sadness. Happiness, I have always contended, is overrated. Our job in life is not to be happy, never to be happy, because happiness is fleeting. We humans, our purpose here is to suffer and survive. And in that survival, we find joy and contentment and purpose. Yes, our jobs are not to be joyful all the time or happy all the time, but to be sad and to suffer. And in that sorry conundrum of living, we bounce back against the idea of understanding our sadness. We haven't been created or put here just to suffer and die. Sure, there's joy, sure, there's some happiness. But suffering and dying is only the easy way out of this life. No, we have been put here to question our existence, to dare to wonder against God and nature and science and aspiration. We always need to wonder why we take our next breath and what is in store for us next. Are we predestined for love or failure or hatred? Or are we in this to win this with reflective and reflexive context and analysis that can lift up each of us out of this pit of human despair and relax us into the realm of calm and understanding? Well, this self-awareness is more than just a wondering. Self-awareness and sadness devolve into action and wanting and caring, and sometimes, if we're lucky, into love. Yes, love. Love and sadness. We don't think we deserve love. We think we have to earn love. But love should be the default emotion, especially for strangers and people we have yet to meet. Why would we be wary or scared of someone we've never met before? Why not offer love? A confirmed and neutral sort of love, a love of understanding, a love through friendship, and a love through cohesion, instead of first leaping to punishment. We punish people just because we haven't met them before? So sure, offering love first instead of a fist might get you in trouble or cause a misunderstanding. But so what? People who are open and in need will appreciate your kindness to them as a stranger, and they will be welcome you are not offering them the back of your hand. And those who may seek to exploit your love can easily be turned around and shoved away in the opposite direction. And that happens because you're smart and you know better, and you will not allow yourself to be taken advantage of or taken aback. And so here we are, full of love and promise and sadness, and yet we are still overburdened with an undeniable sorrow. But don't shake off that sorrow quite yet. Welcome that sadness. Your sadness means you are in tune with most of the people of the world who share a similar feeling as you do. And they too are looking for a way out, to manage your sadness while acknowledging and accepting your sadness. And we're talking about the feeling of sadness and disenchantment here. We're not discussing a clinical diagnosis of sadness or depression. And so, for the most of us, if we accept our sadness, we then need to understand it. What is it that is making us sad? What is the context of our sadness? How can we begin to allow our sadness to become a part of us, a part of you, a part of me, a part of the altogether, that happiness could ever hope to overcome? Disappointment makes us sad. Failure to connect makes us sad. Comparison with others makes us sad. And so on. But once we begin to recognize the pattern in our sadness, we can begin to overcome our darkness, while still holding on to our humanity. And we can begin to accept the wholesome fact that this is who we are, that we are these overwhelming feelings, and both the good and the bad will always be a part of us. Stand up to yourself. Own your own prejudices. Sadness becomes you. Once we begin to accept who we are not, then we can start to define what we are and who we wish to become. And we start with the simple things. I value this. I dislike that. And once we start to create a context that surrounds us and frees us to set ourselves forth into the world, we are then able to see the goodness in others without fear or sadness or in need of retribution or subordination. And we can offer other people the soft sides of who we are, and we can feel safe in sharing what we hope to become. And that, my human meme friend, is how we begin to define our dreams and rescue our doubts. We are open, we are vulnerable, we own our sadness by disavowing our happiness, and in the end, we become neutral and romantic and of value because we are who we say we are. We are how we behave. And that is the greatest freedom of all, free to be the sorrow we were born to become. Thank you for listening. Be a human meme.